السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. Ramadan is almost done, and I hope that we did get the most out of Ramadan. So we are almost finishing our series إن أريد إلى الإصلاح ما استطعت. And as we talked yesterday about the duty of reform and how it's a duty for each and every one of us, today we are talking about patience as a key to sustainable reform. And I would start by saying, have you started ever a process? Let it be changing your own self. Let it be helping someone to change. Let it be working on a cause in general. At any of the levels, level of the personal level, family level, societal level, community level. And then you felt that, oh, you know what, it wouldn't make a difference. This is a hopeless case. My efforts will go in vain. And all of these points that will eventually lead to you stopping and losing faith in this entire process. Well, let me tell you a piece of news. Patience is mandatory for reform, because simply change doesn't happen overnight. Change takes time. Change takes effort. Change takes persistence. And subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Holy Quran told us, وَاصْبِرْ وَمَا صَبْرُكَ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ. And be patient, for your patience is only through Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when you look at the Prophet ﷺ being patient 13 years in Mecca, and then later on 8 years in Medina before even being granted like the full victory, and the victory where وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا. So patience requires time, and patience actually requires an effort. That's why you need to be patient. And the second proof here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اسْتَعِينُوا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلَاةِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ مَعَ الصَّابِرِينَ. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about calamities and talked about tests and so on, Allah told us that you need to seek refuge and seek help through what? Through patience and through prayer. And indeed, Allah is with those people who are patient. So if you remain patient, Allah Himself is with you. And what do you need more if Allah is with you all the time? So many of us give up because they don't see immediate results. But the true success comes with persistence. And finally, the Prophet ﷺ told us, no one is given a gift better than and more comprehensive than patience. So that's in Al-Bukhari and Muslim, both of them. So patience isn't just a virtue, it's a necessity for those who want to make a difference. And if you want to give up too soon, you might stop before seeing the results. And that's very possible. And now that we did talk about patience, let's talk about action items. How can we be patient, and how can we raise our level of patience? How can we train ourselves to be patient? And this is applicable to all forms of reform that we did discuss so far in the series. This is applicable to patience on reforming my own self, patience on reforming my family and improving my family, patience on raising my kids, patience on reforming the society at large. So first and foremost, whenever you are taking on any of the projects, any of the challenges, set realistic expectations. So change takes time, as I mentioned earlier. So do not expect that things will just flip on its head overnight. It doesn't work this way. And measure progress on a regular basis, but don't rush it. Don't measure progress in seconds and minutes and days and weeks. Progress takes months to actually measure. So that's why you need to be motivated, you need to be persistent, and you need to have patience to continue down the road. And the fact that you always try to link yourself up to what? To the thawab of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the true incentive, not the actual change. And I just like need to tell you, the companions that passed away before the battle of Badr, Sumayya and Yasir, for example, those who passed away out of persecution in Mecca, have they seen have they witnessed the victory of believers? They have not. But have they received the reward before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Of course, radiyallahu anhum wa radu anh. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pleased with them. So, and that leads me to my second point, which is to be on the path of reform, you will face challenges. Challenges at the personal level, challenges at the group level. You will always face challenges because you are calling for true change. So that's why you need to be always believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you need to always seek strength in prayer. And remember, inna ma'al usri yusra. So seek strength and depend on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Make supplication to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And remember that Allah is Al-Qadir. He is the one who is able to flip the hardship to become ease and the ease to become hardship. So if you are on the path of reform, know that you will face trouble, but Allah is with you. And remember very well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, أم حسبتم أن تدخلوا الجنة ولما يأتكم مثل الذين خلوا من قبلكم مستهم البأساء والضراء وزلزلوا حتى يقول الرسول والذين آمنوا معه متى نصر الله ألا إن نصر الله قريب. Do you think that you shall be entered paradise without being tested? And like we have tested those who came before you, and until to the extent that the messenger and the people who are surrounding him would be shaken to the core, to the extent that they would say, when is the victory of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And Allah is telling you, أَلَا إِنَّ نَصْرَ اللَّهِ قَرِيبٌ. Indeed, the victory of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is close to you, closer than you think. And the third aspect here of our action plan is surround yourself with people who would help you to become patient. So, al-muthabbitin, those who are putting people down, stay away from them completely. This is these people are disastrous. But if you are working towards change, join forces with people who share the same mindset with you, who share the same values, and who share the same level of iman, so that both of you, or like the group of you, would strengthen each other and make each other steadfast in the face of calamities, when facing setbacks, when facing hardships, when facing tests from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And finally, if you hold on to patience, Allah Himself will hold on to you. Inna Allah ma'as sabri. Indeed, Inna Allah ma'as sabri. So, patience is a choice. Patience is not just a virtue, it's a choice. And it's up to you. If you are truly aiming to become one of the agents of change, be patient. Exercise patience. Train yourself on patience. Live patience. Because at the end of the day, you don't know whether the target that you are working towards will be achieved in your lifetime or not. But you are seeking the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and seeking to pass away on the path of reform. May Allah make us among al-muslihin. May Allah make us among those people that will always strive for a better world, a better environment, a better context, a better community, and Allah would use them to improve everything that is surrounding them. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this Ramadan to be the Ramadan in which all of us, we decide to be patient on the path of reform. And I hope that you are ending the Ramadan in the best way possible. Finish it strong. Finish it in even like a more robust way than you started it, and try as much as possible to excel. And remember that every night in Ramadan, every night, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is freeing people from hellfire. May Allah make us and you among the people of those that Allah would free their neck from hellfire, and may Allah make us among those that by the Eid comes in, they will be among the successful. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept from all of us. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.